Good evening, my beautiful fellow works in progress. Welcome to Humanity is a Work in Progress, Shit Talkin' Saturday with Allie. I am so glad to be here tonight. As always, we invite some love into the room. Give yourself love. I love myself. I love myself. Give yourself love. I love you too. Here we go. Tonight is going to be a little different. I don't know why. I am feeling a little full of the spirit. The Holy Ghost. Ghostzilla to be exact. Now, I believe in affirmations. I really do. I say my affirmations all the time. You have to speak yourself into your highest timeline. You have to speak yourself into knowing that you got it. I started today, I thought, you crazy queen, look at you, fixing pens and combing my eyelashes like a normal person. Usually I would just scream in frustration and hurl the pen. No, not today. Like Buddha, I fixed a fucking pen and combed my eyelashes so they wouldn't clump. Looking cute, feeling cute. You looking cute? I hope you're feeling cute. That is a shout out to a Mr. Johnny McGovern, somebody whose gift as an all-around incredible human being, creator, comedian, entertainer cannot be overstated. I knew him years ago because we both wanted to fuck the same guy. I was actually doing it a lot. I do kind of miss that guy, Johnny. I am dying to know. Did you? Because, call me. This diva wants you, Johnny McGovern. You magnificent genius. We were both young and wildly sexy things. I am finally ready in my old age to crank it up to 11. 11. Between our brilliant minds and our mutual appreciation for the finer things in life, like soccer players and the air hockey team, that wasn't it. Call me. Let's yak. I've said it before. I'll say it again. A miracle saved my life. It is a miracle that I am whole, that I am happy, that I am joyful in my life, that my son is beautiful and healthy and happy, that we're doing great. It was a rough run a couple of years ago. One of my dearest friends, who I've talked about before, asked me to meet with him, start meeting with him on Zoom. He was dying, and I had nothing better to do. Of course, we began meeting. Now, I have been told that I am gullible. When my longtime beloved friend told me that he was a magical being, possibly an alien, he kind of chuckled and said, everyone asks me if I'm God at this point. I'm not, I'm human. He winked. I was like, whatever they're giving you for the pain must be awesome, because you can't be God. First of all, I'm depressed. I'm not delusional. There is no little white man sitting up in a cloud in the sky. Second of all, no, the universe isn't that perverse, is it? All current evidence to the contrary. God can't be an old white man. Just can't. My friend, I'll call him Benny G, Ghostzilla, started to talk to me about my life. He talked to me for hours. He talked to me about how he saw me and how he loved me and what he loved and what he believed in me, what he dreamed for me and envisioned to prove his incredible, glorious ability. He talked to me about scene after scene from my own life, many of which had already passed, some of which hadn't. He talked about all these moments that he had witnessed, as if he was watching everything. Even times where I didn't know him. Even times where I was alone in my apartment. It was impossible for him to know all this. Benny commented at one point that I really had to be more careful with the blinds in each room because at certain angles you could see right in. Surprisingly, I still did not believe that he was God. No matter how wild and how unlikely his understanding of me was, God could not, would never be an old white man in my mind. First of all, I didn't believe in God, period. Secondly, how deeply embedded in our souls is the patriarchy? What's weird also is that I didn't question the fact that he knew all of these things. I didn't question his ability to see everything. He told me stories and commented on things that I'd written years before, things that nobody's read. He said he knew I was the one because of a story I wrote about myself as a child, having a full conversation with some hillocks of moss that I regarded as my friends. We used to discuss poetry. He knew I was the one when I heard them commenting back on the poetry. First of all, I am an anti-theist. My conscious mind rejects all notions of a God. If there is a giant creator, it would be imbecilic to think it was a white guy or any guy. In the moment since, in the thousands, it feels like, of tiny, miraculous moments, coincidences maybe, in my healing journey, where things came together, people came together, moments happened that created 1,000 points, like a pointillist painting, revealing this greater Milky Way, this divine source of healing love. My old white guy. That's fucked up. I mean, 42 makes more sense as an answer to the universe than an old white guy. Now that I am happy enough and healed enough to maybe fall in love again, which, believe me, I thought would have been impossible for quite a while. With the news, like the idea of just keeping one inside the house just because of his personality seems like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I believe in space alien gods, apparently. Out of my mind. Even crazier than believing that my friend might actually have gifts and powers and time travel vowed to haunt me until I got my shit together. But this joy, I have this joy just to be alive. I am in love with every step it took to get here. This love that I have for myself, man, I am one badass bitch. I am that bitch. I'm fucking Wonder Woman. I birthed my baby in a field of flames and darkness. It was motherfucking New York, Upper East Side, same difference. Now, I imagine playing, coming out, dancing. Here, imagine playing, I'm coming out. I want the world to, yeah, you got it. As I have like a fantasy makeover scene when I'm looking fierce as shit and I stomp the runway to collect my Nobel Peace Prize because I have yet to cut a bitch. And I pick up a Pulitzer and an Oscar along the way just because. And I'll be rich as fuck. And I will be wearing the Princess Diana giant sapphire and diamond ring with Prince's blue cloud suit. It'd be fire with that ring. And now I feel like I would be dancing to I'm Every Woman. I'm every woman. Anyway, so meeting with the Lord of Peeping Toms may not convince you but really he was the best guy in the world. And he always said he was the luckiest man in the world who just happened to have had some of the worst luck. And he passed that title on to me. And yes, the omnipresent thing about God is or goddess or great spirit The omnipresent thing is creepy as fuck. And it took a solid year of questioning my own sanity as each wonderful little moment happened, and horrible moments, but beautiful. This emotional journey, coincidences, beautiful little blessings, sometimes big blessings, weird streaks of luck, just started to sink in. And okay, it's been 2 years and I still struggle to accept this idea at all, and I still question my sanity at moments, except I just have decided to follow my son, the scientist's point of view. He said, as long as Ghostzilla only encourages me to take good care of myself, dress better, and enjoy life, he's cool with it. So I'm saying that if I have been gifted with, not if, I have been gifted with an extraordinary spiritual awakening and healing. And I feel like a lunatic just saying that because I'm a New York Jew who doesn't believe in anything spiritual. But I have been gifted with this extraordinary spiritual awakening. And the long and the short of those talks really all, when I think about it now, came down to one line. It keeps replaying itself in my mind. He asked me again and again, like, what did I wish for? What did I envision for myself? Who did I wish to help of my friends? What did I wish for the people I loved? And he made a wish for me. He wished that I would come to see myself through his eyes. It was that simple. His love was so pure. That was the healing he gifted me. I can finally see myself through the loving gaze of my creator. I can finally feel that like same tender loving care and pride. He didn't try to convince me there was a God. He actually said he didn't believe in a God. He believed in love. And he didn't wish for me to believe in God. He didn't try to convince me to believe in a God. He just gifted me with the ability to believe in myself. He didn't want me to see God. He wanted me to see myself through those loving eyes. And he believed in me enough to spend hours and hours of the last days of his life building my future with me. And now that I've sort of broken this fourth wall, I really want to share that power, that experience of falling in love with myself and stepping into the best timeline, the best time of my life. Saying the words, like being able to say the words, and it's taken a long time. I couldn't say it. I still have trouble saying the words. I love myself. I trust myself. I know what I am and who I am, and I have full confidence that I can change the world. And saying those words, just I love myself, saying I trust myself, feels like that's breaking a spell. It's emotional. It's breaking the spell of self-doubt that has been ground into the very bones of women in this demented patriarchy. Thanks to one old man, space alien, I don't know, a redwood of a man. Taylor Swift made that sound dirty for eternity. What a queen. Love you, Taylor. This is why I love that Muhammad Ali quote so much. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore their power to change it. Impossible is not a fact, it's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration, it's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. I'm possible. We are possible. We have the power to change and shape our world. And we sure have to try, because losing this battle is unthinkable. So remember, if you are inside an airplane, looking down at your friend hanging on the outside of the plane, blowing in the wind by one arm, and you're there yelling, "You're never gonna make it." You're not helping. So don't be that guy. Right, Spartacus? Fucking it. This was fun. I love you. Spartacus loves you too. Keep breathing. Namaste and good night.